Okay, so today's live, I'm just like working on some jeans from Abercrombie that I'm gonna paint. So I am launching on my website, part of my fashion boutique on my website. I'm gonna be launching in the next few weeks the ability to get custom bespoke fashion made by me. So hand painted denim and custom dresses. And I think that's gonna be really fun. Um, so I think it would be like, let me see if I should turn on the light. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so I'm working on these jeans. I'm gonna start painting them. But okay, I got these jeans from Abercrombie in 2021. And as you can see, I don't know what this green stuff is, but they've been in storage because I don't really have use for this kind of like thick denim down here in Atlanta. Hi to whoever just joined. I'm just like working on these hand painted jeans. So as I was saying, I'm going to add more bespoke commissions to my website, and I want to make like an example of what you can buy. And so I'm actually really excited because I always call everything I design wearable art, and it really is. You know, I want it to be artistic pieces that are unique, feminine, chic. Hi! Hi, welcome, Amira. Thanks for joining. So yeah, I want like to make wearable art that is really dope. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, or you, the one person here. I wanna like be able to design cool clothing for like really dope musicians, really dope artists. You know, I want to be able to create stuff for other people who want to move through life in an artistic way and who see the value in doing so, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm not really impressed with like the fashion that I've been seeing lately. And that's why I'm really excited about painting these jeans. Like, I just know that this material, it's so nice, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fun. Part of me, okay, let me see what y'all think. Part of me wants to just like do something where I paint one side and then like I draw designs with my Posca markers and then add. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. Wow. Thank you. Okay, so part of me wants to just like paint one side, and my signature painting style is kind of like this fluid cubism, I guess you would call it that. So I would do like one side that way and maybe embellish it with some jewels alongside the pockets, and then like I cut the sides and did these little slit thingies on the side. But okay, so that's one idea, which I should probably write down. But the other idea would be me honestly cutting the jeans, turning them into a skirt, and then taking the leftover material and kind of turning that into like a denim corset type of thing. But that sounds like a lot of work. So I might not do that. I might not even do that. But right now I'm just like cleaning the zippers because there's this green stuff on it that I don't know why it looks like that. Like, tell me if you've ever encountered that when you've had jeans in storage, because I don't know. I don't know what this is, but like I can't tell what it is. It's like this really thick stuff. Sweetie, will you put your hair up? Ooh, I don't know. I have gloves on right now. I can't put my hair up right now. But that I would have to go and find a hair tie. Why should I put my hair up? That's such an interesting request. Okay, so it looks like this is done. Let me get another one. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to add commissioned pieces, like fashion pieces. And it's funny because I used to do stuff like this in college all the time. I would, like, Brown had this thing called Spring Weekend at my college. And so, Spring Weekend, they'd have really dope acts perform. Like, who did I see? I've seen Nail live. I saw Nail, I saw Modest Mouse. Um, Modest Mouse, Kalala, Waka Flocka, Anderson Paak. Like, these are all people who performed at my school in undergrad. I think I saw like the tail end of Pusha T because I was lit. I was young and turned in college. You could not tell me nothing. But I remember during spring weekend, it was kind of like our little mini Coachella at Brown. And so they'd have all these like, cool performances, and everybody would want their outfits to be really dope. And so I was bringing my ATL, my Atlanta flair to the mix because, side note, I don't know, a lot of the black people in Ivy League schools, you will see that a lot of them did not grow up in black areas. Like, a lot of them, at least the ones I interacted with at Brown, and like some of the ones I knew at Harvard and Yale, they would talk about, being the only black kid in their school. And I was like, ugh, I could never imagine that. Like, I grew up in Atlanta. I went to public school for most of my life. And I mean, like, I was in, AP and all of that stuff. But like, this idea that I would never like have black people around me, that would actually scare me. So I feel like I just always grew up with like a pretty diverse friend group. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining the live. So right now I'm working on these jeans that I'm painting. I'm adding painted denim, custom painted denim commissions to my website, www.alaerelifestyle.com. So my brand is an art gallery and fashion boutique, and so it's my original artwork and fashion designs, and I just want to be able to work one-on-one with clients and like bring really cool wearable art to life for them. I think that's just going to be like much more fun than doing commissioned paintings, because canvas work is cool. Like, I painted this, I love it, can't wait till it goes to a collector. But I think there's just something really cool about being able to wear artwork, like wear something that someone made for you, specifically in the style that you like. Okay, so just checking like how long this live has been going. Okay. Oh, all of this, cleaning off this zipper, making me thirsty. But y'all, I've decided I'm gonna go live every day until I get to 1,000 subscribers. Like, I just want to see something. It's my little experiment. And I don't know if this is like neurodivergence, but like, I've talked about this in another video where I actually researched, because I forgot what experience I had that made me realize, like, oh, Jamie, I think your brain just works very differently. And like, I started researching because I know like I was a gifted child, and like I took the SAT when I was 12, like that kind of thing. And so I always knew like I had intellectual prowess. I was like precocious or whatever as a child, and like in these special classes, taking college classes like in middle school and stuff. But I was surrounded by other kids who were also like that, so I never thought about it. Oh, Elmer, you about to make me cry. Like, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe so that way, okay, if y'all didn't see it in the chat, I'm gonna say, because that actually just made my day, I'm not gonna lie. Elmer said, I'll be here every day when you're live. That smile can make anyone's day. Oh, God bless you. People just can be so sweet on the internet. And yeah, what was I even saying? Oh yes, the neurodivergence thing. Okay, so anyways, the other day I was like, I wonder if being a gifted child is neurodivergence, because like I remember at my nerd camps, I had friends, you know, who were on the spectrum and just like super duper fucking smart. And I mean, I'm not on the spectrum and I don't have ADHD or anything, but I don't think so. I don't think I have ADHD, but I can get like hyper fixated on stuff. And like when I'm working on a goal or like when I encounter a challenge or something, thanks for subscribing. When I encounter a challenge or something, I'm like, I have to do it. And I think it comes from like those days of being like in the gifted program and stuff. Like you're just conditioned or like encouraged, I should say, to problem solve. So how this all comes back to me going live every day, I was like, ooh, what if I make it into a science experiment? And it's like my research, you know how like when you're doing science experiments, you have to do the preliminary, hold on, I feel like I'm yelling. This music is so loud. And these gloves are like about to be done. Okay. I feel like, you know, when you're doing science fairs and like science experiments, you have to do your preliminary research. My preliminary research is I've seen YouTube change people's lives. Like I've seen people just be like not having the best time in life and they find a community on YouTube and they build a community on YouTube and then boom, in a year their life is changed. And I'm just like, yo, I've tried everything and I really do want my life to change for the better. And I want my art and my fashion designs to reach more people. So I'm like, okay, if I go live every day, if I can commit to that, my hypothesis, my hypothesis is that I will be able to get my 1,000 super fans. If you've never heard of that concept, this concept of 1,000 super fans, I actually first learned about it when I published my first book. My publisher was like, you just need 1,000 people to really like essentially fuck with you. And yeah, like I don't know, like you can go from there, because if you have 1,000 people who support you, who will buy your products, who will, you know, show up to your events and your pop-ups and things like that, that's a pretty good substantial number. And so I just want to build that community. And so I think like even the things that I do like this, for example, ordinarily I would not be, what's it called? I wouldn't think to record this. But I think going live and then being able to interact and like also get some of that pent up energy that I have sometimes, like when I'm just working in my studio, at least now I'm like, okay, I'm not just humming to myself or like thinking out loud to myself. Like I'm actually talking to people live. For those of you who are here, where are you from? What part of the world do you live in, if you feel comfortable sharing? And like, what do you do? Are you an artist? I'm curious. Okay, so let me show you guys. I think that I've got most of the green gunk off of the zippers. Whatever the hell that was, I don't know what that was, but I don't like it. I'm gonna go over one more time because I've like gone through 2 of these. But also I feel really good right now because I did a little bit of a feng shui remix in my studio. And I think like after every major project I do, I have to kind of like rearrange things. So this desk used to be facing this way, and then now it's like facing this way, and I have this little corner, this creation corner I've created over here. Yeah, and then I also like moved a few prints and stuff that I just have so much art laying around, which is why I'm really like, when I talk about wanting to change my life, I want to just have a physical space outside of my home. And don't get me wrong, I know that it is a privilege to have a home studio. There were times where I wish I lived in a space where I could have a home studio. And so now I do have one and I'm grateful. However, like there's just certain types of work that I can't create in here. And oh, it's so annoying. Like I hate feeling restricted, and I want to have a bigger space where I can like film content of me painting larger work. So yeah, like I'm definitely manifesting that, and hopefully YouTube can play a part in helping me get there. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Never say never, right? Okay, so this is so random. I feel like I'm such a chatterbox. But I mean, it's live. Like that's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to be talking. But I feel like I've really been seeing the effects of law of assumption and law of attraction in my life lately. And oof, okay, there was like a part of the jeans that I didn't get. Ah! I've been seeing a lot of this law of assumption play out in my life, like just assuming that everything will work out and like assuming that certain opportunities will find me without me having to chase them. It's really been working out. Like I was invited to this really cool, intimate business dinner with like Shopify and Google the other week. And that was just really cool, you know, being in that space, being able to interact with like other entrepreneurs, other CEOs. Those are the type of communities that I think I need to be a part of right now because it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like being a creative entrepreneur, one, but also being a woman entrepreneur, especially patriarchy is working overtime right now. And in the sense that I think a lot of women are forgetting that you can be multidimensional and that huntress energy is also divine feminine energy as well. And I'm saying this as a primary lover girl. Like my primary feminine archetypes. And you're like, what is she even talking about? Go to this website called Women Love Power, and it will explain all of these different feminine archetypes that have existed throughout humanity, like in religion and spirituality, like in culture and stuff. And so feminine archetypes, they're not like a one and done type of thing. Like you can be primarily a maiden archetype, like you know, early in your 20s, and then go through life and end up being more of a queen archetype later in your 20s or like earlier in your 30s. So I don't think that there are these staunch things that you can't evolve through. However, I am a dominant lover. I'm a lover girl, hence I'm an artist. And then my secondary archetype is sage because I am stuff like that. And so I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But lately I've been feeling like I need to tap into my huntress energy. Like that energy that I think, who's a good example? Athletes. Like I think women athletes possess a lot of really admirable huntress energy, and I've never really been an athlete. I've always been like arts and performing arts, musical theater, a cappella, fashion club type of stuff. And like I think that huntress energy will help me now because there's like bigger goals I want to do. Like even, you know, launching the bespoke fashion part of my line, I think that's something that I'm gonna have to tap into that energy a bit more. So yeah, man, life is so interesting. Okay, I'm going to like dive into this a little bit more, so I'm going to turn the music up. If y'all want to work on stuff right now with me, that can be fun. I'm so new to going live. This is my 4th live ever in the past couple of days. And so I'm like, do people just like work on stuff on live and just let people join them as they work? I don't know. Y'all tell me how this works. Like, tell me what exactly is entertaining. Do I need to entertain? Do I need to perform? I don't know. It's also voyeuristic, and I'm just like, but it's also fun because it's like, I'd rather at least know I'm engaging with the community as I do this stuff. But okay. Alright, so I'm trying to get all the green stuff off. I got most of it off, but the perfectionist in me is like, I still kind of see some stuff in between, but I don't think it's that deep. I think it's fine. I think. Okay, we'll just do a little bit more. Can y'all hear the music? Let me know. I can turn it up. You know what would be nice right now? Gardening. I haven't gardened in so long, but I feel like this music and just like zoning in on this, it would be a cool vibe. I need to take me a little trip out to Cali. I have not been to California in so long. Like, I moved to San Diego. Okay, fun fact. I moved to San Diego from New York randomly in 2022 without ever visiting, all because of astrocartography. I know, very spontaneous. And astrocartography, essentially, it looks at your natal chart and like it shows you the different lines across the world based off of your natal chart, and it's very interesting. I'm not gonna say like I'm a major astrology gal or anything. It's neither here nor there for me, but I thought it was interesting, like, because I saw all these lines going through the western side of the United States, and I was like, okay, I'm not really feeling New York, let's go to California. And so I moved to San Diego for like 6-7 months and lived on the beach for a while, and it was really cool. Okay, so I am done with cleaning off everything. So let's look and see on Pinterest what I should do to these jeans. Okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, we've been on live for 22 minutes now. I think maybe I'll stay on for like an hour, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Let me turn on this music. So, if you just joined, hi. I'm working on these jeans. I'm gonna hand paint them. And right now I'm just kind of like solidifying the style that I want to do. So I'm looking at some inspo on Pinterest. But I know I kind of want to incorporate like, hi y'all, if you just came, welcome. Just hand painting jeans, but right now I'm trying to like map out what I want to do. So the painting behind me, I like that fluid style that I did for the background, and I kind of want to do something similar on the jeans, but I'm also kind of maximalist. So I'm thinking like, what if I add, okay, I know I like cut off, I said this earlier, but I cut in the slits like on the side, but low-key part of me wants to just cut everything off, hem the jeans, and then add like ostrich feathers down there. So if I do that, it's gonna be a bit more out there, and I want to make sure that whatever print style that I draw, like I want to make sure that it's not too much, if there is such a thing. Okay, so let's go on over to Pinterest. Maybe I should get my iPad. I don't know. I want to be able to show y'all like what I'm looking at on Pinterest, but I guess I could just hold up my laptop and show y'all. Okay, so I think I had like a little board or something where I saved some inspo for my hand painted projects, but I don't even know. Follow Alaere Lifestyle on Pinterest. Right now it's saying we get like 8,000 impressions a month, and I think I'm impressed, because ask me if I have a Pinterest strategy. I don't. Like, I feel like my whole business thus far has been me like trying stuff and just seeing what sticks. Okay, so I'm not seeing, I'm not seeing it, but I'm thinking like maybe I could do something like, okay, so I have this board. Like something cool, some patterns, you know. I definitely want to do a minimalist color palette. I was thinking black, red, and white. Here's some more of the patterns that I'm looking at on Pinterest. So, I don't know, which ones do y'all like? So, it would be, if you just joined, it would be for these jeans. And I'm gonna like paint it on, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't think I'm gonna paint it on both legs though. I'm gonna just paint it on one. Maybe I could do like, I don't know. I'm so indecisive. Okay, let me see what paint I do have available. Let's see. Let's pull up the paint box. Oh, okay. So, I'm not opposed to buying more paint, but I kind of want to just see like what I already have. Okay, like this is almost finished. I feel like the red is almost finished too. Wrought iron. I guess maybe I could use this as like the background. Okay, so this has a lot in it. We're gonna use that. What is the strategy of your live on YouTube? I want to just, I'm figuring that out. I'm figuring out the strategy of my live on YouTube. I want to be able to engage with my community, maybe attract new collectors for my artwork, new clients for my fashion design, new readers of my book, new subscribers for my digital magazine, and just like share more of my journey. This is only my 4th ever live I've ever done, so I guess I'll refine the strategy as I go. But I also don't really believe that you have to have everything like figured out before you just go and start. I think sometimes you have to just like refine as you go. Why do you ask? Do you have suggestions? I am open to them. But also there's this artist, we did the TikTok art show together, and she was telling me that she just goes live and paints, and I think that's cool, so maybe I'll keep doing stuff like that. Okay, so maybe I might do green. I'll show you guys the one that I'm looking at that I'm like, okay, maybe something inspired by this. Let me show y'all. Let me make it larger. Okay, so I'm thinking I might do something kind of like that. And then I have this green and I have this green. So I think I'll do that. But I don't know if, okay, so these are how dark the jeans are. I don't know if like I should do the background as this or do the background as like a darker color. I don't know. I might have to just wing it and see. Okay, so I know I was saying I wanted to do red, but I really don't even have like red paint right now. And I think these jeans are kind of dark, so I want to like stick with the fall, like a fall vibe. Okay, oops. Okay, so those of y'all who are on the live right now, question for you. What would you say is the biggest thing you're focused on for the rest of the year? Because I feel like I've shared a lot about what I am like working through with my business and stuff, but I'm curious, like, I don't want it to just be me. Like, I'm genuinely curious, like, what are y'all thinking that you're gonna focus on for the rest of the year? Even if it's something as basic as I'm gonna wake up earlier, or I'm gonna paint more often. Like, I wanna know. I wanna know what y'all are thinking about focusing on. Oh, wait, okay, I found it. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this as the background on the jeans. And then, like, if I run out, maybe I can, like, mix it with these. So it'll be kind of like a beige cream background. And so that's what we'll do today. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Let me just put all this other paint away. I get so happy, like, when I know I get to just have a painting day. I'm thinking, okay, that is true. I like what you said about trying and refining as you go. I would think Instagram would be more suited to go live randomly. The thing is, I don't really have a following on Instagram at all. Like, so you might think this is crazy of me to do, but I actually deleted my personal Instagram. And I have like a few thousand subscribers on there, but I don't know. I don't really like the Instagram algorithm, but I did make one for my brand. And so I was like, I'd rather just like start all over, because I felt like having the personal Instagram didn't really serve any goals. Like, I don't know. I think it was just there. And because I'm a writer, I'm like, this is really distracting for me as someone who I spend a lot of time doing deep work, which I highly recommend that book if you're someone who, like, you like to just kind of focus without distractions. But I think, like, with YouTube, I might just start going live at a certain time every day, so it's not too random. But I'm trying to figure out the best times to go live. So I'm realizing probably going live earlier in the day would be better. But then I'm like, aren't people at work? So maybe during lunchtime. Maybe I'll like go like in the afternoon, like when people would be on their lunch break. Because this weekend was the first time I ever went live. And I think like it did well like in the afternoon. Well to me. So yeah, I think like also what I've heard from people successful in the digital space is like they're like, pick one platform and really go all in on that one. Like, and I remember like, with TikTok, for example, I would post a lot on TikTok, and so I'm just like trying to make these jeans straight. Actually, hold on, let's see. Which side should I paint? Okay, I would go on TikTok, right? And I would post a lot on TikTok, and it was fun. But then I noticed like I would post the same TikTok on YouTube and literally get so much more engagement. Okay, so these are the jeans. They're these high-waisted jeans from Abercrombie, the 90s straight, ultra high waist. So they might be a little bit loose on me now, but I don't know. I haven't tried them on in a minute. Actually, let me see. I can like put them on over these. Okay. Let's see. They might not be loose. Oh, okay. Okay. They still fit. All right. So I think that, I'm trying to see where I would want to paint them. So I know I want to do some embellishments like here, either like hand beaded or jewels. I think I might do jewels, like the type of like rhinestones that you like sew on. And then I like the little split that I did. Okay, I think these are gonna be cute. So I think I'm going to paint this side. Sorry, I'm just like looking, like I'm trying to imagine how will these look. Yeah, I think I'll paint the left side. Okay, cool. Left side, right. So yeah, I'm gonna paint that. So I think for today, Oh. I'm gonna just focus on painting the base coat. And I have this medium Gawk 800. I think I call it Guac 800. My bead. So I found this because there's this artist. She's my friend's wife. I mean, not that she's not my friend too, but like I know her because she's married to my friend, and she like uses this a lot when she paints clothing. So let's see how it goes. But I have like way too much stuff going on my desk right now. So anyways, back to that conversation about like a strategy with my YouTube and like going live. Yeah, I think I'll go live at a certain day every day for like the next month and just go from there. Like have it be like a TV show. I just don't know what time to pick because I have a pretty flexible schedule, but I know not everybody has that. But then I'm like, a lot of people don't have jobs right now, which isn't to say that people who don't have jobs right now just spend all their time on the internet, but I'm just saying that like if you're spending the day like, you know, applying to stuff and you just want to respite and you want to talk about art and fashion and life, maybe like a mid-afternoon type of thing could work. Okay, so all right, I think I'm gonna mix. I need to get, if I get up and go and get my stuff, will y'all hop off this live? Because it's on the other side of the room. Okay, let's see. Also, let me see how I'm supposed to use this. Okay, so I think I'm gonna mix it into the paint. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I've never painted jeans. I've like dyed them, but okay. So how to use Gawk 800. Wow. This is actually kind of fun and relaxing. Oh, okay. So it's saying, in case you want to learn with me as I do this, it's saying to paint denim with this medium, mix it with acrylic paint, and then apply the mixture to the denim. After the paint dries completely, heat set it with an iron to make the design washable and durable. For the best results, use multiple thin coats, allowing each to dry